Hello, everybody, and welcome. Let's start again.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Fuel for Thought, where this week we're building up to the Brazilian Grand Prix.
I love Brazil. Never been. Just love it.
What the race or the place?
I feel like I have a special place in my heart for Brazil because you once went to watch Brazil play football. I feel like you want to say it if you want to say it.
Nah.
No. Okay. Let's start again.
I wonder what you were doing.
I know. I don't know. Start again.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Fuel for Thought, where we are discussing the build-up to the Brazilian Grand Prix, Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo, always a good one.
It is always good. Mm-hmm. Yes. The former last race of the season, where many a champion was made.
Yep. 2022, Magnussen was on pole position for
That was odd.
the sprint race.
Because it rained.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So Magnussen was on pole. George Russell then won the race. Last year, there was a crazy thunderstorm during qualifying.
Right, it was night.
Yeah. It literally, you could see the clouds moving over. Max Verstappen did his famous lap in the darkness and managed to get pole position. Charles said it was a very strange situation because it felt like it was raining, but it wasn't raining.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So weird.
very interesting.
Yeah.
That. But yeah. So last year's race, obviously Max was on pole.
Oh, obviously Max won.
Max won,
17th race of the season.
Yeah. Charles qualified in P2, but
Oh yeah, he crashed on the formation lap.
yeah, his hydraulics went.
For once last year,
Yeah.
Lando actually came close to overtaking Max.
Yeah, he challenged him a little bit.
And I think everyone's mind were blown last year, but maybe it was sort of like what's to come next year.
Foreshadowing.
Foreboding.
Yeah. And it was quite an exciting end, I think, to the race. Obviously, P1 Max won by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Lando P2, but Alonso and Perez were fighting for P3 up until the line.
Yeah.
I think it was 5,000ths of a second.
Something like that. Yeah. That's not the only time they fought on the last lap there. I'm sure they did a few years ago as well, where Perez got Alonso and then Alonso just used his skill to get him back and just caught Perez napping.
Yeah.
I think.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I hope that happens again.
Okay, a lot like this year, Perez didn't qualify near the top like he should have, but he actually was fighting back through the field.
Yeah,
a bit,
he was.
Yeah. Should probably have got P3.
But the car was significantly better last year than it is
it was.
this year, so I don't necessarily see that happening again.
Yeah.
But the Aston Martin was also very good last year.
Yeah, comparatively.
Race. Yeah, both Aston Martins finished in the points, I think.
Yeah.
Mercedes did not have a good race
Yeah, as I say, who
season.
wasn't very good. And was last season a sprint race?
No, I don't think so. I think if it was, then the sprint race layout was different to the season before, because the sprint race in 2022, Magnussen was on pole for, and then George Russell won that sprint race, and then won the race, I think.
I'm just trying to think of if it was a sprint race, then they had less practices, right? Is that right? Or do they have the same amount of practices? Well, they have less practices
only have one
before
practice.
the sprint.
They only have one practice before the sprint qualifying and the sprint.
I'm trying to think of why Mercedes seemingly went backwards.
I think their setup was wrong.
Even Gasly overtook Russell, but then Russell retired.
I think he overtook Hamilton. Yeah.
How times have changed so quickly.
I remember Russell retiring because I was like, no, he won last year.
Yeah.
And he's retiring this year. I had high hopes for him, but yeah, they did not look very good last year.
No. Especially when they looked so good the year before. They got 1-2 the year before.
Yeah. But Piastri didn't do well compared to Norris. He was P14. And Norris obviously came in P2. So interesting split there as well.
Very mixed up.
Yeah, definitely.
But also, the qualifying kind of mixed it up a little bit. Because, those that went out early qualified well.
Yeah.
Those that went out later, just nah.
Yeah.
So, actually, credit to Perez. It wasn't his fault they qualified low.
No, I think Red Bull obviously took the decision to let Max go out first, but then Perez obviously they held him back a little bit before they let him go out. But yeah, in hindsight, obviously that wasn't a good decision for the people to wait to send their drivers out for that qualifying lap because that storm looked very aggressive coming in very quickly.
I'm predicting a more normal weekend in terms of like weather and unpredictable elements this year.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
It was. Yeah. This year?
This year.
Should we go into our predictions?
Sure. What do we have?
Okie dokie. Qualifying. I have put Carlos Sainz in P3. Do you want me to explain why?
If you want.
I just think he'll stay on form. He clearly is not kind of backing off in that Ferrari because of him leaving. And yeah, I think he'll kind of be on a high from this weekend, that he'll just keep pushing. P2, I have put Lando Norris. Don't tell me for this. P1, on pole position, I have put Lewis Hamilton.
Really?
I have.
See, I've gambled on Mercedes a couple of times the last few races, and it's just like they've just not been where they were before the break.
I know. I feel like with Mercedes, it's kind of like really unpredictable whether they're going to do like really great or not, because obviously they had a 1-2, well, before disqualification, 1-2 in Spa. Lewis also won in Silverstone, and they've had like some good few races.
Russell won in Austria.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like up and down. But I think, I just think obviously Brazil is a very special race for Lewis. Yeah, going to put a good lap together. He won his
first championship.
Exactly. So I just have like, when I get a feeling, when I had a feeling that that Charles would qualify on pole in Spa, even though technically he didn't, but Max got a penalty. I have a feeling about Lewis.
Okay.
Normally my instincts are right.
So I've put P3, Carlos Sainz.
Reason?
Just like Ferrari is to be good. Carlos isn't like historically the best in qualifying. He's good, just not the best.
Yeah.
Norris in P2.
Yep.
Always got to put him up there.
Yeah.
Leclerc in P1.
Okay. You thought we were going to do the same.
It's going to be a Leclerc lap. He's the pole master.
He is the pole master. I would not be surprised. And also, I think that Ferrari is kind of edging towards being the fastest car on track.
But have I made a mistake counting out Verstappen?
That's what I'm thinking as well. I'm not sure. But
because whenever you can kind of think, they're maybe the third fastest car now, Verstappen still puts out there.
Yes, yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
So maybe he's going to put it in like P2.
Maybe.
Or even P1.
But I'm not sure.
Not sure.
That's also tricky to predict.
It's all tricky to predict this season.
It is. But he has been up there the last couple of races, obviously after the break. So it wouldn't surprise me. But maybe it's just wishful thinking for Ferrari and McLaren to be up there. Race? But race?
Yeah.
Okay, race. I have put Max Verstappen in P3 because even if he doesn't qualify well, I think he's still obviously going to put in a massive fight. You've put the same? No.
We'll see.
Okay. In P2, I have put Carlos. I think that Ferrari is just too quick nowadays to kind of lose those places. They've obviously done great with their upgrades. And yeah, I think that he's not going to go backwards. So if anything, he'll go forwards or stay the same. But yeah, in this I've put he'll make it up to P2. And then I've put Lando in P1. Lando's going to win.
Interesting.
Yep. Lewis obviously qualifies well, but apparently not. Apparently doesn't make my top 3.
Apparently.
I just don't think the Mercedes will be as quick as the other 3 teams.
That's fair. I've put in P3 Max Verstappen. Going to make your way up into the top 3.
Yeah.
In P2,
No.
Charles Leclerc.
Okay.
Because in P1, Lando Norris.
Yeah. So we've just got different Ferrari drivers.
Yeah. So I did think Sainz was going to go backwards, but only because Verstappen.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then Norris will take Leclerc.
Yeah,
So
that is fair. I think, well, the reason I didn't put Lando on pole because I just think he's more likely to win.
Not from pole.
He's more likely to win not from pole, and I think he's going to win this race.
Fair.
Obviously, he had a really good race last year here, and that car was not as good as the Red Bull. So I think, obviously, that makes me think that he's going to have an even better race this year. Maybe it's hopeful thinking, but yeah, I think because he wasn't in as good a car as he was... No, because he's in a better car than he was last year, yeah, he's just going to smash out the park.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
I agree. Like,
cool.
Not much else to be said, to
Yeah.
be honest. Like, he has to win as well. Like, if he wants to keep the pressure on, he has to get more wins.
Yeah.
Because, like, imagine he wins the championship with 3 wins. It's not going to happen.
No. Well, no, he's not going to win, is he? Unless Max DNFs every race.
Exactly.
Yeah. Even still, like, if obviously this happens and Max does come P3 and Lando comes in first, what's that?
I don't know, like a 9 or 10 point deficit.
Yeah, 6 points, I think, difference, right? No, 18.
7 points between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And 15. So, yeah, 10 points.
10 points. Yeah. Still not enough. Not even... not even... There's, 4 races left? If he took 10 points out of him each race, there'd be still
It'd be like a 5 point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be close, though.
It would be close.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Anyway, bold predictions.
Right. My first bold prediction is there will be 2 red flags.
2 red flags?
Yeah, 2 red flags.
2 flags?
Mm-hmm. Unpredictableness in Brazil. Maybe the weather will go crazy again. Maybe there was a crash last year in the beginning.
Yeah. Which caused a red flag.
Exactly. There was like 3 cars involved or something. So there could be a first race incident that causes a red flag. We haven't had a red flag in a while.
First race incident.
First race, yeah. Everyone's first lap incident. Yeah, I just thought we haven't had a red flag in a while. I said there'd be a safety car. Mm-hmm. Did I?
You said 2 safety cars last time.
Yeah. But there wasn't a safety car for ages, and then there was one.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Like buses.
Exactly. They all come along at once. Yeah.
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 Okay. My first prediction, and I teased this last time.
Yep.
There'll be another fight between Lawson and Perez.
I mean...
That'd be good.
Yeah, it would be good.
Fun.
Be interesting
I want
to
see Lawson continue to fight
Yeah,
Perez.
me too,
me too. It's entertaining.
Yeah. Hopefully less middle fingers this time.
Nah, I want more.
You love it. You love it. It is entertaining, and it just shouldn't be happening because the Red Bull should be up there, and the RB obviously is kind of a midfield team.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love it. I really like Liam Lawson. I think he's an excellent driver. Definitely deserves an RB seat. If anything, maybe deserves a Red Bull seat. But yeah.
Plus, he's a big Lightning McQueen fan, so respect that.
I saw an interview where he was asked, would you rather be in the new Cars film or win in Monaco? And he was like, this should be an easy question, but but it's not.
Should race under the number 95.
Yeah. His hero, Lightning McQueen.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow. Okay, my second bold prediction. Both Williams will qualify in the top 10.
I can see it happening.
Me too.
Yeah.
Obviously, Alex, excellent. Colapinto, excellent.
Yeah. Collie P.
Collie P, yeah. Ali B. Right. Yeah, I just think Alex is owed some good luck.
Yeah.
Because even here last year he got crashed into.
The last 2 races he's gone out in the first lap, isn't he?
Yeah, and last year in Brazil he went out in the first
Imagine
lap.
how it feels like preparing all week, mentally, physically, for a race, and in the first lap you're just sitting there the whole race, just like watching everyone else race.
Do you know what I always think as well? If they have a special helmet, like Fernando Alonso obviously had a special helmet for his 400th race, and I was like, God, what a shame. He only got to do a few laps, and then he had to retire last race. And it's like he's had that special helmet made, probably spent a good few bucks on that. Yeah, these are the thoughts that go through my mind.
So my second one, and I feel bad for all the Perez slander, so I'm giving him something here.
Okay.
Perez will qualify in the top 10, And like, I know you're thinking that's not that bold, but look at his results recently. It's bold.
That is bold.
It's bold.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. So
Yeah.
do you think Lawson will qualify in the top 10?
Maybe not.
So
Maybe like 10th and 12th, or like Perez will go a little bit backwards, or like there'll be a pit stop, and then,
Or maybe like first lap, something happens, so...
Imagine that.
Okay.
That'll be tense.
You've given Perez some love now.
Yeah. A little bit of credit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a little bit backhanded, but
Yeah.
still.
Well, there's rumours, like, obviously he's going to be racing in Brazil, but there's rumours that he might even make it past Brazil.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Funny how those rumours come out after Mexico now.
Yeah, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. I can't even predict it anymore because I was going to say I feel like there's not enough races left for him to just be dropped, but then crazier things have happened, doesn't there?
Yeah. It's true.
My third prediction, the rookies will beat their teammates.
Through Lawson and Colapinto.
Colapinto. Mm-hmm.
I see it.
Yeah, I think they'll
happening.
both finish above
Possible.
their teammates. Sonoda has had some bad luck recently as well, actually.
He has.
So
True.
both Alex and Sonoda and Yuki have had, some terrible luck. Obviously, I'm predicting that will continue,
Yeah.
but
Maybe
I don't
not.
wish that on them because I do like them both.
My third is Max will push someone off the track again. I think, like, you think the opposite. You think, like, all right, better calm down for at least one race now. Like, just show everyone, you see, I can race fairly, and, like, play their little game, you know, play the FIA's game and be nice boy Max and play by the rules and then go for it again. But nah, I think he's going to...
You think?
I think he's going to continue and be like, nah.
Because I was going to predict that him and Lando would have a tangle again and it would cause Max to DNF because of it. But then because of everything that was happening in the Mexican Grand Prix and all of the chat after, I think that he will be more careful with the way that he's driving this race. So that's why I didn't say it, because I thought it was kind of less predictable now than it would have been before.
That's why I'm saying it's bold.
That is bold.
You think the opposite's going to happen, but...
Yeah.
I don't know, I've got a feeling.
I mean, Max
continue.
Verstappen is Max Verstappen. He'll
Well,
he'll do what he wants.
He saw red last time.
Yeah.
Because that was out of anger, that second move.
But then obviously, I can't remember, which race did Lando DNF because of their collision?
Austria.
Yeah, so in Austria, obviously, the race after that, they had...
Oh, yeah.
They had a fight, but it was very kind of like...
chilled.
Yeah, civilised.
Like, after you, sir.
Exactly. So I think it will be similar.
Probably. That's likely.
That is likely,
Just why
but
it's not
interesting if it's not, because, whoa,
Yes.
another 20-second time penalty for
Yeah.
Max Verstappen.
Anyway, all that is left to do is predict our driver of the days.
Who's yours?
Oh, you let me go first this time.
I will,
Okay.
because I haven't decided mine yet.
Easy, boring, Lando Norris.
Yeah, that is an easy, boring one. Because I probably could go with that because I've put him on in P1. And I think if
And you haven't got him qualifying P1.
No, so he could be driver of the day. Either Lando or Carlos, I think. Yeah. I think if Lando takes first place off the line and leads the race, do you think that results in driver of the day? Considering... Yeah. Okay. That's fair. Maybe, yeah. I'll go with... To be different from you, I'll go with Carlos Sainz.
Okay. I mean, yeah, the fans, like, you know, if it's Max wins 17 races in a season or whatever it is, then, like, the fans never vote him driver of the day, even though he probably is.
Yeah.
Like, they always go for someone that's, like, done something a bit different, a bit, like, special or unique. But, like, I feel like at this stage, if Lando wins, he's only won 3 races this season. So if he wins another one, then he probably deserves driver of the day.
True. But it's like in football when player of the match is the goal scorer. And obviously...
Yeah, but it usually is in football.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't like that because sometimes there have been people in the pitch that have created these goals.
And done more.
And done more, but they...
Bit different.
Yeah. It's slightly different, yeah. But it's,
And I never like, you know... Perez gets driver of the day because he came from P17 to finish P3 in a rocket ship. It's like, you shouldn't have qualified P17.
Yeah.
You could have come P2 if you qualified where you should have done.
I know.
Sorry, hate to use Perez as the example again, but he's the notable one from last season, especially because he did that a lot.
Yeah. I mean, George did that recently.
Yeah, true.
Obviously crashed out and had to start from the back and then made his way up. Piastri did it last race.
Yeah, okay, good examples.
Yeah.
I like it.
Instead of Paris.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Okay, I've gone for Carlos Sainz.
Okay.
You've gone for Lando Norris.
Yeah.
I'd love for both of them to have some spectacular racing this weekend. I think if Lando survives another fight with Max Verstappen, definitely driver of the day for me.
No penalties for Max.
By survive, I mean obviously like
Max takes a corner with Lando Norris without crashing into him. Driver of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe Max Verstappen will be driver of the day.
That's what I mean, yeah. She races cleanly,
okay.
does well.
Yeah.
Driver of the day.
Respect.
Respect.
No dive bombing.
You can dive bomb as long as you pull it off.
Yeah. And yeah.
Yeah, like Piastri does. A lot of the time.
He does. Liam Lawson.
Yeah. Liam Lawson, driver of the day.
Him and Max having lunch. Max giving him, obviously this is a scenario. Max giving him some tips. This is how you dive bomb. This is how you drive aggressively.
So you see these white lines? Forget about those. Forget about those.
Yeah.
They don't matter.
Track limits? Nah. It's fine because if you get the other driver to have a penalty, you'll be all right.
Joking, everyone. Joking.
Yeah, joking.
Anyway, we digress.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that wraps up our our predictions for Brazil. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Me too.
It's on another late one for us. No, late.
Not
early?
sure actually. Probably.
Late. No, it should be early.
It's at 5 p.m.
It is late.
UK
it is late.
time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
But our clocks have gone back, so it would have been 6.
Trying to think, like Vegas is on at like 6 a.m. for us.
Oh yeah.
It's a night
'Cause it starts at midnight in Vegas.
Yeah. Damn. Anyway, we'll call it a day.
Yep.
So, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Get involved in the conversation. Let us know what you think. But until after the race, where hopefully we've got a lot more to talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, until then, cheers.
Thank you.